Hey guys, welcome to this first digital marketing lesson. The topic of today is a vision and mission statement. I know that out there are many definitions of these words and most of them are also contrasting to each other. So I want to clarify these two words according to my professional experience and my personal business taste. So today we are going through their classic definition. I will show you what they have become nowadays, and we will also see some examples of top brands' mission and vision statements. And finally, at the end of this video, you will find out the outcome in having a mission and vision statements. So now let's go with the theme song. I don't have any theme song, I was joking. Every self-respecting marketing plan should have a clear vision and mission statement. These two elements are critical in determining the difference between a brand and any business. And now you will discover why. A mission statement is a powerful phrase which explains the reason of a business existence. An organization exists to accomplish something, right? So the mission states what the company does, its core business, and how to achieve it. And if you want to deepen more the classic definition of a mission statement, you must read Marketing and Management of Kotler and Keller, which has identified a few common traits of successful mission statements. So the first trait is that they have to focus on a limited number of goals. Your main objective should be one and clear. It's very rare that an organization wants to achieve a general and a broad range of goals. The second point is that they highlight the major policies and values of a business. So through a mission statement, you should feel the culture of a company. The third point is that they define the major competitive spheres within which a company will operate. That they can be the specific industry, the target geographical area, the segment of the market served, and many others like this. The fourth is the long-term view. Management should change the mission only when it's not relevant anymore. You don't want to change the mission of your business every week, right? And here is the fifth and last common trait for successful mission statements, and it is being as short, memorable, meaningful as possible. A mission statement shouldn't be longer than 5 lines, but this is just my opinion. I can bet there are companies with a mission statement as long as a page, but the longer and the less effective a mission statement is. So what questions should you ask to create your own mission statement? Peter Drucker, a management consultant who contributed to define and create the modern concept of a business corporation, comes to help us. And now I want to show him to you because he wasn't a boring economist in the outdoor, but a sprightly grandpa with the hottest gaze for the 90s. So here is what you should ask yourself according to Drucker. What is our business? Who is our customer? What is of value to the customer? What will our business be? What should our business be? According to him, these few simple questions are the key for companies in creating successful mission statements. And now I extracted for you from Kotler and Keller 2 examples of bad mission statements, just to understand what you don't want to do. Let's see the first one. To build total brand value by innovating to deliver customer value and customer leadership faster, better, and more completely than our competition. I mean, can you understand why it doesn't work? It is too general, it doesn't share company's values, and you don't understand why the business exists. So it's very bad. The second example is we build brands and make the world a little happier by bringing our best to you. It's not clear what you're doing, man. It doesn't have any sense. There is too much philosophy in it. A mission should be very practical, very present, very concrete. For example, Google mission is perfect: to organize the world's information and make it universally accessible and useful. Here there is ambition, there is a clear objective, there is the clear goal, there is the clear industry where the company is working. So 10 points to Google. While the mission statement drives the company in the present, the vision instead is focused on the future. It tells to the company where it has to go, how the company envisions itself in the future. And in a few words, I can say that the vision statement is the roadmap of a company. And Google comes to help us again, because Google's vision statement is to provide access to the world's information in one click. I mean, it makes you dream, right? But what mission and vision have become nowadays? I mean, the new generations should have to believe these old economists who wrote these definitions for a different historical time. I mean, what the hell? But you will discover that mission and visions are two evergreen concepts in marketing. And now I want to bring to you the Golden Circle model by Simon Sinek. Or Simon Sinek, I don't know the accent actually. But I admire him because he revised the concept of vision and mission and he reworked them into why, how, what. So this guy in 2009 published a book, Start with Why, how great leaders inspired everyone to take action. And he enlightened me, so I want to share his concept with you. So he said that many companies know what they do and how they do it, but very few know why. So you wake up in the morning and you start doing something, right? I don't know, you are a consultant, you produce jeans, or you are just a farmer. Why someone should care that you wake up in the morning and you start doing what you usually do? I linked in the description below the video where he explains clearly this model of the Golden Circle, so when you have time I suggest you to watch it because it is really insightful. So the link between vision, mission and why, how, what model is that the marketing communication should go from why to how to what, and in the same way marketing should start from the vision towards the mission. If we want to break down every single part of the 3 golden circles, we can say that the why is the core belief of a company, is the why the business exists. How represents the how a company fulfill the core belief. And finally, what is the final product or service, the outcome, so what the company does to fulfill the core belief. If you put these concepts all together, you understand that mastering the golden circle model is the key to transform a business, any business, into a brand. And we will talk about it better later. So I promise also to list a series of successful mission and vision statements, but I'm not going to do it through the video because I mean it's useless if you have to read something on the screen. So I linked in the description below the blog article where you can find this list. And I've selected for you mission and vision statements that I consider effective, like Amazon, IKEA, TED, Facebook, and many others. Instead, in this video, I want to go straight forward with the outcome of having a successful vision and mission statements. Even if we have already understood, we should have already understood why they are so important and critical for a business. The first outcome, and I know that I can be repetitive, but branding for me is very important. The first outcome is that mission and vision represent the crossing line between any business and a brand. Now I'm gonna explain to you with an example that I liked a lot. In 1983, Pepsi launched a huge marketing campaign. There was a guy behind a table who offered two unbranded sodas to an audience, and the audience at the end had to tell which one between the two soda glasses liked most. And at the end of this, and they put inside these glasses Coca-Cola and Pepsi. And at the end of this experiment, this test, Pepsi was the winner. The majority of people prefer the sweeter taste of Pepsi over Coca-Cola. But the market shares didn't lie, because at the end, people would always buy Coca-Cola. I mean, if you go to a party, you bring Coca-Cola, you don't bring Pepsi, right? Coca-Cola focus its communication on its core belief, on the emotion, on the culture behind the brand. Uh, Instead, Pepsi focused the marketing on the characteristics of the product, and this is a huge difference. So you don't drink Coca-Cola because of the taste, but because of the experience that there is using that product. So for example, when I say Coca-Cola, you imagine the color red, Christmas, like fluffy teddy bears, friendship, family, and this is the real difference for a business. The challenge is making a business become a brand. All of these to say that, and write it, take note of this phrase that I'm going to say, is the most scalable, intangible asset for a company. You can have arbitrary and unjustified high price. You will forget the price war. The second outcome of having a successful vision and mission statement is that they empower manager to take decision faster, because if they know where the company should go, if they have the roadmap, if they know what the company believes in, what the company does, why the company exists, they can take decisions with more confidence. And you know that nowadays the new big is fast. And try to think of all the possible positive outcomes of this. For example, in larger companies, the leadership can delegate decision making. And this is fundamental to fasten all the processes. Another consideration is that vision guides you through opportunities. So let's say that a bigger corporation approaches you about the opportunity of being acquired. And this should be a great opportunity, a huge opportunity. But what will the outcome be? Will it be necessary to relocate? Will it mean losing employees? And will that outcome reflect the long-term vision that you had for your company? So that's why you understand that having a roadmap allows you not to drive off. My last consideration is that 74% of candidates reveal that they want a job where their work matters. And I'm not the one who says it, but a global report of LinkedIn of 2016 called Purpose at Work. It means that if you provide to employees a strong vision, they can envision themselves in the future within the company. So it helps to boost their retention and decrease the turnover. So guys, that's all for this video. I hope I've covered everything, but if you have questions, drop a comment below. If you like this video, push that like button and subscribe to the channel. Every week I will come up with a digital marketing lesson, and I will deepen a specific topic. If you are an individual and you want to exercise with your mission and vision statements, you can use these two concepts also for personal branding and job seeking. For example, you can try to write your vision inside your cover letter in order to find common points with the company for which you applied and boost your opportunities to be higher. Instead, if you're an entrepreneur, I'm super curious to know what your vision and mission are. So please write them in the comments. Well, thank you guys, and see you soon.